that extra bonus. I think I was doing close to 400 damage with that swing. So here I got the two rings, two defensive rings. So I thought I was pretty set there for a bit. I don't know if there was any other rings besides obviously the blue Covenant ring, but I don't think you could have gotten that unless you started the Temple Knight as a starting character. So there, I always wanted to get that. I never knew what it was, but I knew that I saw a bunch of people jumping to it and to their deaths, and I knew there was a better way. FromSoft always kind of puts things right out of your reach, and you kind of obsess over it. And with the 3 hours, I knew there would be another way of getting to it later on. So I kind of left it alone. Now here at the second bonfire, Cobra, who's a buddy of mine, we wanted to see if we could summon each other. FromSoft said it's going to be almost next to impossible to summon your friends. I have an idea that maybe somehow they're going to see who's on your friends list, and those people that are on your friends list will be banned from you summoning them. I'm not 100% sure. This is just my idea. But we tried for about 10 minutes, and I saw a bunch of summoning signs, but I didn't find his, and I didn't want to waste any more time. So we just continued on. And that was pretty much my extent of trying to summon friends. And here you see me aiming. I'll be aiming some. It was a hard button. It was a new button to learn aiming the spells, and you'll see me kind of freaking out a little bit in close combat, and trying to roll, but I was pressing the wrong button. I was aiming at the same time, so that's something people are going to have to get used to as well. But watch the distance on this spell, though. Even though I miss him, though, look at that. Like, just actually quite amazing. You can just snipe with magic now from, it looks like from so far away. I don't know if you call it overpowered, but hey, I'll take anything I can get with this beta. And this was perfect distance control here. So I knew with not so many spells that if I started killing every single enemy in this area, that because the next bonfire is locked, so I was kind of caught in a rock and a hard place. Do I kill all the enemies in here? Pretty much know all the loot that's in here. Nothing really great for a sorcerer. Or do I run through, kill a couple enemies and pick up the loot and just try and carry on because of the time constraint? So not wussing out or anything like that, but it just, you got to be able to pick your spots here as a sorcerer, and I do pick my spots. I think you guys will be impressed. So here I thought this was the first bridge that I went over, and then I just got this weird feeling that, it just wasn't the right bridge. So I don't know if I was in over my head. Yes, and it was the right bridge. And then I remember the second bridge was over there. Now I had no clue where I was going. I knew the bosses were over here somewhere. And I think I edited out. I picked up the Zweihander. I looked at it, and I think it was 17 strength, and I have 16 strength, but it just didn't clue in with me. I could have spent one point on strength, and that would have been an amazing mage build for the Zweihander in close, and that spell is just fucking cool. How it just comes in from the side. So if you can somehow have I wish you could do it on both sides. But if you can have an enemy around a corner and you can lock on them, it looks like you can like almost shoot that spell around corners, just like how the soul arrow spray can go down below or up above. And here's some good sniping here. I think that was, yeah, without aiming here. And here I just missed this one. I don't know how I didn't hit him there. He walked right in between them all. Another thing I was really confused on was, because later on I ended up getting the Great Pursuer Sword, I think it was called. And I think I was like mid-rolling or quick-rolling with that. So the item burden, equipment burden is totally new. That's something really to be figured out. Again, I think I was watching Franz's video, and he was dual-handing. He was dual-handing two Great Pursuer Swords, and he was mid-rolling. Or fat-rolling, one or the other, but he could do it at base level, so this is going to pretty much encourage a lot of low-level ganking early on in the game. So yeah, you can see him kind of doing a little backstab fishing. But hey, with a dagger in my hand, I'm trying to do everything I can. Just checking out the area. Thinking in case of emergency I can jump down there if something happens. Because I know that I'm close to those 4 black phantoms by the boss. And lo and behold, so here I think I got it. I'm gonna aim, and I aggro them all at the same time. I was starting to shit my pants. It was retreat time. That was my big mistake. I should have dragged them into that the corridor, the narrow corridor. So here they all jump down, and I start going, holy fuck, retreat, retreat. And don't forget, I didn't kill the enemies before down here, so I didn't know what the heck was going on. I got away with some pretty sweet hits here. And I think this one right here hit him, but didn't do any damage. It just did a stun lock on him. So I didn't mind wasting a soul arrow on that one. And there for a second I was checking for the big fat guys, didn't see them. Figured I'd get 1 or 2 off right away. Boom, there you go. You see I hit him, but no damage, so I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's going to be in the final product. I hope not. I'd rather take a little damage but deal out 300 damage at the same time too. And here's a full retreat back to the bonfire. Figured, if he's got to come across there, he's got to slow down a little bit. Using elevation, as you guys know, veteran players know to your advantage. AI is good, but it's not that good these days. And I knew there was one there, but right there I was kind of taking a breather. I was going to do a gesture, but figured, no, don't be cocky, because this guy will kill you right away. And there was a good kill shot here coming up. So I was quite proud of myself on that one. I know I had to retreat a lot, but hey, when you had 4 black phantoms after you there. So I think I poured all my stats into Intel. I was thinking attunement, but it just said casting speed, and I knew right away with that ring, magic ring, not giving me a boost in offense, that I knew I had to go intel all the way. I didn't come across any new spells, so I didn't need any new attunement slots or nothing. Figured it would have been a waste. But as I look at it now, I see my faith was pretty high, so maybe I could have added another attunement slot for that faith spell. But I didn't need the heal, with all those crystals. But there you go with the interface. Very confusing for a guy who's got 4,000 hours. Like FromSoft, you guys gotta. If you guys want to get lots of new players on, you guys got to make it a lot simpler than that. I don't mind it as a veteran because it keeps on making you have to do math, a lot of numbers, crunching. I like that kind of stuff, but from what you guys say you're trying to do, that's not gonna work at all. So here I think I have the Pursuer's Sword because I added a little bit out. Oh yeah, no, I'm just adding my large crystals. Oh yeah, okay. So this one is this is where I start summoning people, and you see, I don't know if it was just me. I talked to about 4 or 5 other people on the beta afterwards, and a couple of people during it, and they had probably around a 90% fail rate. And later on, actually Cobra right away summoned somebody, and he was invisible. Later on in my beta, near the end, when I got into hard mode, I summoned 2 guys and they were invisible. It was confusing. I didn't know where they were. It was that's definitely a bug they got to fix, and they will. But when you can't 90% fail rate, and then when you do get the 10% summoning and they're invisible, I really don't see the purpose in having online multiplayer then. Maybe if I get invaded, my Phantom's invisible to the Black Phantom, but still, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Again, this is the 4th beta, so still quite a few bugs left in there. So here I think here I bite the dust. I can't remember. Yeah, you see, I aimed when I meant to roll, so I know rolls circle, but when I panicked there a little bit, I probably pressed 2 or 3 buttons at the same time, and I got away with that one big time. I don't know how I didn't die there. Maybe a little invincibility roll. But I knew I had to pull this lever. I had nothing to lose. I knew I wasn't going to go across that bridge just yet. The bridge that comes down. I still wanted to go for the horse boss. The Grim Reaper. But I think I got pretty much everything in this area. And I wasn't too worried about souls too much. It was starting to cost a lot now to level up. I wasn't getting invaded a lot. I think I had 1 invader in all of my 3 hours. And I didn't know how much souls they yield. These guys weren't really given that much. I think they were given 500. The big guys, 500 or 800 each. And to level up was probably around 1,000 now. So I didn't really see the point. I think, yeah, here I bite the dust. Oh, another evasion. But you see what I mean? Like you gotta weigh your options here. Do I stick around waste all my magic and level up just once. I'm eventually gonna have to run through